Good day, everyone. I just want to go over, this Mastercraft hole saw set. Basically the assembly. I'll do a quick demo and then I guess we'll do a tiny bit of a review on why I purchased this. But when I first got this set, I was a little bit confused on how everything worked. I've never used one before. So let's get her opened up. So you get a whole bunch of different sizes here. I've been using this particular one for what I've been doing, which I'll show you in a second. And you also have smaller ones, like this one, even super small. This would be great for doing, say, putting some pipe through or something, through a 2x4. But they're different. The bigger ones, they have these holes here. And then the small ones, let's use a super small one here. This one doesn't have any holes. So we have holes, no hole. So there's two different sort of, I don't know what you call these, drill bit, kind of like a chuck thing or something. But if you're using the one with the holes, you have to use this guy here. And I'll show you why. Now, my biggest issue when I first got it, I couldn't figure out, well, how do you screw this on? Because there's these pins here. And I'm like, well, obviously something has to move or whatever. I tried pulling on this, it would not move. And it turns out it was just jammed up. So I finally freed it up and it moves. So to put on the hole cutter, pull it so the pins are not there. And this screw here, this is simply for the drill bit. The drill bits, they have a little flat side on them. It's kind of like keyed, I guess. And so if you want to take the bit out, you have to unscrew this. Then you can pull the bit out, make sure the flat side there is lined up, and then you just screw that screw back in. Holds the bit in place. But anyways, let's get to putting this together. So we've pulled this out, pins were there, like this. And you just simply start turning this on. And then, once it's kind of tight, look in here and you have to back it up so you can get those pins lined up. And then push it in to place. And that locks the whole unit in place. So that's all there is to that assembly. As I said, I didn't realize this thing moved because it was jammed up. So we'll just get that onto your drill. And let's do a little, get some stuff out of the way here. Oh, by the way, there are some instructions, but they would have been okay had I realized that slider, it was jammed up. I couldn't figure out, like, where are they talking about? You can't screw it on, but as I said, it was jammed up. So let's get some stuff out of the way. And what I've been doing, I've been making some floor protectors. Now I installed some, this is like a higher grade flooring material. It's solid core stuff, but it has a nice rubber backing on it. So this stuff is like totally waterproof. There's no wood involved in this, so it's great stuff. And I want to make some floor protectors. I already did two, just as a test. But what I found, so you don't wreck the backing, set it on a piece of styrofoam. Otherwise, if it's on the wood, it will spin sometimes and it destroys the rubber backing. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to cut one of these out. So just get it started. Make sure you're nice straight up and down. And then you have to go in very gently. Start. And there you go. So what you end up with, pieces like this. So I'm going to use these, they match the floor, and I can set my furniture on them so I don't, end up destroying this flooring here. Because hey, if you're going to move sometime or move all the furniture around, you're not going to end up with it, because it will damage the floor after a while. furniture will. So that's how that works. And one thing I haven't tried, oh, for example, let's get this guy out of here. So I have to use the other, this is the one for the hole saws that don't have those little holes in them. So like say one of these small ones here. These ones just simply screw on. And let's try to do something a little different here. Let's see if we can make a hole through here. Now, what's gonna happen probably, I'm guessing, if you're going through a 2x4, this is gonna work out fine. If you're going through something, say twice as thick, you'd have to go in through one side and then go through the other side. You could pre-drill a hole through both of them if you have a nice long bit, so you can keep everything lined up. You can only go as deep as this, whatever you're doing, because the wood's gonna fill up in here, but yeah, you're really limited to how deep this is, so you'd have to go in from one side and then the other. But yeah, if you wanted to keep it lined up, get a long bit, put a hole through both pieces. Just drill it first, all the way through. And then you'll have a center hole on each side where you can go in with this. But let's try it. I have never tried this on a piece of 2x4. There you go, it did the hole. Now the tricky part is going to try to get the wood out of there, but we'll make that happen. In the instructions to it, depending on what you're cutting, you might want to add some lubrication. If it's metal, some oil. This did seem to get a little bit warm, but there did it. What else can I tell you? I guess in review, what do I think about this? I think it's gonna work really good for a few of my little projects. Let's see how it cuts. I've never tried cut through styrofoam. I don't know why you'd want to do this, but let's give her a go. Let's try something a little bit bigger. Maybe this thing. So to change it, I pulled this back first. Put that out. Same idea. Line up the pins inside. Push that in. Get this in your drill. Tighten her down. And oh yeah, before I drill out the styrofoam, just remember this piece, you're gonna have to go in through here. Screwdriver. Kind of all over the place here, but so we drilled this nice floor protector circle out. Gonna have to go in from back here and let's pop her up. And I mean, you could use some sandpaper if you want, if there's any sharp edges. Take that stuff off. Let's see if it can, let's see what it does with the styrofoam. So yeah, there you have it. Fine and dandy. I'll have to pop this out with this. Who knows, maybe you need some styrofoam plugs. Oh, and FYI, so this is the one where I drilled through that 2x4. Now I took this out and yeah, I can't get the wood out of there, but then I realized, okay, put this back in the drill and let's unscrew this. It's a little bit of a pain to do it, but I'll just pull it off. Now I'll be able to get in behind here screwdriver might be too big, but I should be able to knock this out. Yeah, whoops. But yeah, it came out that way. So well, you can almost make sort of like a weird dowel with a hole in the middle. There's my floor protectors. But anyways, that's my review. It seems to work fine. I picked this up really cheap. It was like maybe 20 bucks or something on sale. I mean, it's probably not super, you know, commercial grade, but for a home user, gonna work fine. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Please give a like and subscribe. Thanks.